Hello everybody, this is Tenacious Earl with another installation of the Phillies 2008 Super Advanced As Played Replay. This is simulated April 25th, 2008. It'll be Philadelphia at the Pittsburgh Pirates at PNC Park. The Phillies are at 11-12. And they will have Adam Eaton as their pitcher in this one. The Pirates will send lefty Zach Duke out there. I am trying something new here. This is a new interface, so I just noticed here recently that the YouTube app on my phone had a go live function. So I'm trying it. I hope it turns out okay. I still have the other one if necessary. Oh, well, they have a Hi Tribe fan. Oh, they have all sorts of little filters and goodies that aren't really that important to me. So, anyway, let's get moving here. It is a night game. And I'm going to get this set up. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know how it's going to go as far as the resolution and all that good stuff. This is the first time I've tried using the YouTube app for it. They just upgraded it, and so to start, it is back. It has a good zoom out, which I recorded one last night. Hi Larry. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, so when I did a recording using my camera on my phone to record video, it was zoomed in way too much, and I couldn't zoom it out. At least with this, it's still somewhat, we'll say, panoramic, so I've got a pretty big, pretty wide shot here to get a lot of stuff in. So, we are in Pittsburgh. So, Pittsburgh in the month of May in night game. We will roll the D20. A 1-4 is good. 5-13 average. 14-20 will be bad conditions. And it's a 6, so that will be average. Singles, 12s, and home runs favor. So I mean, I guess this is the reason why they built the park the way they did in Pittsburgh, and why not the way they built the park, but the way they had their pitchers. They have a predominance of left-handed pitching, and as you can see, they have there's a skewing towards lefties as far as power goes at PNC Park, but on this day, well, because you have a bunch of lefties going in their rotation, they can neutralize the other team's lefty a bit. So, in theory, it doesn't always work out that way. Let me see how this works. Well, it doesn't show me all. It just shows it when they pop up, so I didn't get to see your latest messages there. I'm gonna have to bring up my Kindle browser so I have them in full. I do like to be able to see what people are commenting, but I'm hoping that this is a better interface for doing these games. So we will see. Now, why is that not coming up as to my live events? I did not play a game at 2 a.m. this morning. That was and it's not showing it up here in my live events. So, of course, maybe it's under stream now. I should look under here. No, I uploaded it. That was when it was finished uploading. I recorded it offline, so let's see. Is this where all the live chat messages are? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know where it is, but it's okay. We'll get going here because I don't want to be too late. I'm trying to find trying to find this where it's located. For some reason, I'm worried that I'm recording this through the Tenacious Strat account, but no, it's right there. Okay, well, let me see. I should be able to find the chats now. So, let's see. All right, so now that I've got it figured out and I've got the chats where I can see them, we're going to get through the lineup here for the Phillies first. Facing Zach Duke, it'll be So Taguchi in right, Jason Worth center field, Chase Utley at first base. So Ryan Howard has been in a bit of a struggle, so he even got the night off against a righty in Milwaukee the game before, if you recall. Well, against a lefty, he's really getting the night off. So Chase Utley will play at first. And bat third, Pat Burrell will be in left and bat cleanup. Chris Coast is going to get a start at catcher. Pedro Feliz at third. Bruntlett at short. Now, Brad Harmon is getting a start at second base in this game. So he will fill in where Utley has moved over. And Adam Eaton will be the pitcher. Bat ninth. So Zach Duke, there is his card. We have the whatchamacallers ballpark effect. So it's going to be So Taguchi leading off. Not a very good card, but we'll see what he can do here against Zach Duke. And that could be a single on the 2-8, 1-9. And it's a 2, so that is a single for Taguchi in the leadoff role here. So Jason Worth, now Duke -4 hold. Derek has found the 2-5 and 3-6 selections on Babe Ruth's 1927 card, it appears. Once or twice, too often, maybe more. Duke a -4. Ryan Domit, I think it's Domit, a +2. So the Phillies will be -2 on base holding. Taguchi not great at stealing. Doesn't steal a lot, but when he gets a good lead, he is there. So they will have to hold him on. He will try and get a lead here. He needs a 5. He gets a 2, so that won't help him. And so with the 12, what was he? He was an 11. That's not going to be one he runs on. Jason Worth, should get up the stats here. Maybe I will. I updated them. 310. Ballpark single. That is 1-12. So this would be first and second if you get a 1-12 here on the D20, and it's a 6. Okay. It brings up Chase Utley, lefty-lefty matchup here. Let me see. Is there any way to zoom this at all? Oh, yeah. A little bit. Try and give it a little more screen in the screen here. So, yeah. We will have Utley here at bat with 2 on and nobody out. And 3-9, and he strikes out. Yeah, he gets him there. That's the first out and the first strikeout for Zach Duke. Big strikeout, needed that. Pat Burrell now. You know what? Let's get these statistics up here. Pat Burrell at a 293 average with 8 home runs, 16 RBIs. Utley was at 310. Worth 293 and Taguchi 276. So not bad as far as averages go here in the early going. 6-11 against a right-hander. Another ballpark single chance. 1-12 again. This would load the bases if it's another good roll for them, but it will not be this time. Line out to short. So with 2 down, it'll be Chris Coast. Thank you for the like of the video, whoever did that. Appreciate it. I can see those now. And 5-12 against a righty. Ground ball to short, and Brian Bixler throws to first, and the Phillies are unable to capitalize on the first two runners getting on base. And a little bit of a slump here. They have lost 3 of 4 and were swept by the Brewers. Now, I did look at the previous game for the Pirates. They also lost, and they are at 7-15. So not a good record for the Buccos, but we'll see what happens. So lineup for the Pirates here, home team. Nate McLouth in center. Freddie Sanchez at second. Jason Bay left. Ryan Domet catching. Xavier Nady in right. Adam LaRoche, not Andy. Adam LaRoche at first. Doug Minkiewicz playing third base, which I thought he was more of a first baseman, but I guess for the Pirates he played a little bit of third. Brian Bixler at short, and Zach Duke, the pitcher. And thank you for another like of the video. Appreciate all the help we can get against Adam Eaton. Now, let's mention Adam Eaton's record so far in the season. He is 2-1. Does have a 5.73 ERA. His ERA real life was at 5.80, so he is trending right about the right mark for that. But what was his record? I didn't see that. 4-8, so he's got a few losses left to come back to. And we will bring up the Pirates, and it's Nate McLouth, currently at .256 average. He has 4 home runs on the season, 9 runs batted in. 2-11, and he hits a fly ball, tries to pull it over the fence, but it's going to fall short, and that will be caught by Sotaguchi for the first out. And somehow I took 2 cards with me. Freddie Sanchez, he's batting .213. Not a very good start to his season. 6 RBIs, but not much power. Only 2 doubles so far. And a 1-7. And he may get a double here, though. He may increase it to 3. 1-8. Nope, it's a 15. That'll be a single, but he is effective in getting on base. Not much speed there. They won't hold him on. Now, Eaton is -2. Coast +2, so they're going to be a neutral 0. Pirates. But Sanchez, as you can see here, does not have much speed, so they won't hold him on. Jason Bay against Eaton. Another one off the hitter's card. 2-10. That one is long, and that one is gone. A 2-run home run. Jason Bay takes Adam Eaton out of here. And that is another rough beat for Phillies pitching. They fall behind 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Ryan Domet batting .321. He's got a good start to the season here. 3 home runs, 6 RBI, batting cleanup. Batting from the left side here, 4-3. Fly ball to right. Taguchi, 3E17. And that should be good. Let me just double check the E17 and an 11. He does make the play. That's the second out. There's going to be a little bit of flightiness here. I might have to go back to the other program after this video. So with 2 outs, nobody on. Xavier Nady. And a 2-9 strikes him out. But a big bomb by Jason Bay. His 6th home run on the season. And his 14th and 15th RBIs gives the Pirates a 2-0 lead. In real life, the Phillies won this game 6-5, so we will see if they can scrap together the runs to duplicate that or not. Second inning, Pedro Feliz. We'll start him off against the lefty. Feliz batting an even 300. One home run. He hit that very early in the season. 9 runs batted in. Against a righty, 5-9. Strikes him out. 1 gone. Eric Bruntlett playing it short. Sorry, not second base. Harmon is at second base. 1-4, and Bruntlett tags one here. Does it have enough to get out of the park? 1-10 would be a home run. Does it have enough? Long drive, watch this baby, and it is out of here. It is a 3. It is gone. I missed the board altogether, but Bruntlett, a solo home run. Finally with something to contribute. He was only hitting 237. That is his second home run on the year, and now a 2-1 ball game. Phillies trying to start their comeback. So Brad Harmon, 1 at bat, no hits so far. Against a righty, 4-6, and he will get a hit here. I don't know if this is his first hit of his major league career or not. I should have looked that up. 1-11 a double, 12-20 single, and that is going to be a double for Harmon. Brings up pitcher Adam Eaton with the number 3 hitter's card, with runner at second. I think they will just let him swing away here and see if he can get a 1 column or maybe one from the right side. So here we go. And everything spread everywhere. 4-7, excuse me. 4-7, fly ball to center field B. It was a 15 on the D20, so fly ball to center field. Unable to advance is Harmon. 2 outs. So Taguchi. 1 for 1 with a single. Taguchi, he's batting 276. I think I mentioned that. No home runs, 3 ribbies. Weak from both sides, or against both types of pitchers. And there is a 4-12 against a righty, and he may have a chance to make it first and third, 2 outs. 1-11, a single, but it's a 13. That'll be a line out to short, and that threat is squelched. They get 1 run on the solo home run by Eric Bruntlett. Let me see, any further comments? Maybe that will help make sure it doesn't get disconnected. I was trying to load the video on my screen. If anybody could comment how the video looks at this point, I would appreciate it. We're going to the bottom of the second here. It's 2-1 Pirates. And it'll be Adam LaRoche against Adam Eaton. Game 120 of your Indians replay. Tribe fan, that's... I salute your... okay, great. I salute your stick-to-itiveness there. That is excellent. You've gotten a lot farther with that than I have with my Phillies replay. 2-6. 2-6. Uh-oh. Adam LaRoche belts one. It is long, and it is just barely gone. A 1-15. Hi, Manny. Another home run off Adam Eaton. This time off the hitter's card. Adam LaRoche gets all of it. And I'll let you know what LaRoche's, how many that is for him. That is his 5th home run on the season. He was batting 266 entering that at bat, but he just puts, and he also gets his 11th run batted in. 3-1 the Berg. Everything, I'm good there, Manny. Mintkevich, 258 average on the season, no home runs, 2 ribbies. Against a lefty, 5-4. Fly ball to center field. X, that'll be worth 3 E3. And the E3 with a 12 in center is a good play. So, 1 out. Brian Bixler. My impression is that he was probably playing because Jack Wilson was injured. Batting .282 in filling in here. Not very good against right-handers. Let's see how he works out here. And a 1-9 strikes out. And that brings up Zach Duke with the number 2 pitcher's hitting card. And here we go. And a 1-8 and a strikeout. So Eaton hasn't been... I don't know. You're never going to see Adam Eaton in great form. He is what he is. He kind of a 5th guy out of the rotation there, and you just hope he eats some innings for you. Gives your bullpen a rest. Doesn't balloon into a 7 or 8 run start. So as of this moment, he's edging towards it with 3 runs in the first 2 innings. But top of the 3rd, it'll be Jason Worth leading off against Zach Duke. And that will be a fly ball on the 1-6. And that will be caught by McLeod for the first out. Chase Utley. And a 4-12 against a lefty. Strikes him out. Going for his first 1-2-3 inning. Here is Pat the Bat. He lined out to short. His first at-bat. 5-9 against a righty. And we've had a few of those. Another strikeout for Duke. That is number 4. And that will be it for the Phillies in the top of the 3rd. We'll go to the bottom. And it is still 3-1. Buccos. Battle of Pennsylvania. If you can call baseball a battle, you can call it the Battle of Pennsylvania. Nate McLeod, 0 for 1. 2-9, and he strikes out. That'll be the first out. Up next, Freddie Sanchez singled ahead of Bay, who homered. So he is 1 for 1. And a 3-6. Another chance at a single. Could go 2 for 2 here with a 1-8 on the 3-6. And he gets it. 7. Squealer, yeah. I recall that there was a period of time where the 2 teams combined, the Steelers and the Eagles, and they became known as the Steagles. If you were interested, if not, I apologize. Jason Bay, this is how it happened in the first inning. Is it going to happen again? Sanchez at first, they aren't holding him on. There's a 3-6 again against the right-hander. That's a walk. And Sanchez into scoring position for Ryan Domit. He flew out to Sotaguchi and right in his first at bat. First and second. 1 out. Against a lefty, 6-6, and that is trouble. 1-4 triple. And 5-20 single 2-star, and it is a 4. No triples for Domit. I am going to change my rule. I decided to change my mind. As much as I started having some misgivings about it, so we are going to honor it. 2-run score. It's now 5-1. Hi, Ken Castro. 5-1. It's getting warm in here, man. I need my fan. It broke on me. I'm going to need to buy a new one. So, Doom it at third on the triple. I think he's speedy enough to get one anyway. Nady at the plate with 1 out. Boy, the Phillies are going to have to start thinking about a reliever already. And let's make sure we get that rolled. And a 2 with a 6 means passed ball attempt. Coast is a 0 for passed balls, so we don't have to worry about that. Re-roll the D6s. Against a righty, 6-9, and more trouble for Eaton. 1 is a double. It's an 8, a single. It's going to score Doom it, and can't see them going on much longer here. The Phillies are going to get their bullpen going, and unfortunately for them, well, they're going to have to let Eaton go a little while because they used up a lot of their bullpen in the previous game. It went 12 innings, so with Nady at first, Adam LaRoche at 6-1 now. Phillies struggling without Rollins and without Victorino. Against the lefty, we already had 6-6 once before. That's a 1-4 triple for LaRoche. Otherwise, it's a single, and that is a single. 2 stars. Eaton getting shellacked now. He has lost all his confidence. PNC Park not kind to him. What kind of... Phillies are going to get Clay Condrey up. He pitched 1 inning yesterday. I think he can go 2 in this one. But with 1 out, runners at first and third, they're going to play. They'll play the corners in, try to cut a run off at home if it comes to the corners. Well, we already did Adam LaRoche. It's Doug Mintkevich. 1-9. Ground ball to the pitcher B. With a runner at third, it means infield in. The pitcher is in. So, first and third in B, 7. Batter safe. Lead runner is out. So that's a break for Eaton. Eaton takes it home 1-2. Fielder's choice. LaRoche advances into scoring position. But brings up Bixler with runners at first and second and 2 outs. And can Eaton stem the tide here? What's the D20 say? It went off the screen. It was 15. 2-4. And that's a ground ball to third. That will end the inning. They get 3 more runs, and Eaton is on his last legs already. So, let me see. Are there any other comments? Whew. Boy, it is getting warm, and it is the 4th inning. And Zach Duke is sitting pretty right here with a 5-run lead. I think it was the Packers. Who had their guy take an Uber from Chicago to Green Bay. Coast will lead off here in the 4th. 3-6. And, well, that's a good start for the Phillies. 3-6, 1-7 double for Coast. Can he get it? Nope. That'll be single. You got to get it 1 run at a time here. The Pirates have already eclipsed their run total in real life. Here is Pedro Feliz. 2-2, and that is not going to help anything. That's a line out to third, and it's a 5-4 or a 5-3. He is gunned out. He tries to get a bit of too much of a lead there, and who is that? Minkiewicz makes the throw across, and 2 outs now. Not a triple play, but a low max nonetheless. I'm going to clean that up so I can read it when I put it into SOM PC. So Brontlet 1-7. Oh, a 1-3 chance at a single. Phillies are having some really horrible luck here, and it's not going to end this time. Line out to Bixler, and it is 6-1. And Zach Duke will hit here in the bottom of the 4th. Eaton will stay out there for the time being, but he is... You're welcome, Manny. I hope you like it. Hope it works well for you. 2-10. Strikes out. So with 1 out, it'll be McLeod. 0 for 2 at the top of the order. And against a lefty, 4-7, a single. Now McLeod, he'll try to get a lead here with 1 out. You know what? Against the righty, I'm going to go ahead and hit and run. They have to hold on McLeod. Now, you know what? With 1 out, they're not going to hit and run. Maybe they should. Can never tell whether you should hit and run or try to get a good lead. Let's try to get the good lead. We'll see if he does. 8, so no good lead. It'd be 1-8 on the poor lead. So let's go ahead and swing away here with Sanchez. Wouldn't have mattered if we had hit and run anyway. It's 4-10 against a righty. Catcher X. Coast 4E5. And a 4 and a 9. Passed ball, potentially. Let's see. And a 6 on the E5. No error, but a potential passed ball with the pitcher's wild pitch rating as the factor. So, 1-3. No passed ball. It will be a pop-up to the catcher, and that'll be the 2nd out. Jason Bay, he's scored twice, homered and walked. And there is a 5-8 against a righty, and that's a fly ball to center, and that is a welcome result there for Eaton. Gets out of the inning. First 0 on the board for the Pirates. So here we go. Top of the 5th. Yeah, Tribe fan, I had noticed that at one point too. It's sort of strange. A strange anomaly or whatever, departure, but I guess that's the way it is. Brad Harmon against the lefty Duke here, top of the 5th. 6-1 Pirates, and that's a 3-7. 3-7. That's a fly ball to center field, and that will be the first out. Bad luck there for Harmon. That's a good column for him, but the Phillies, they have Condrey up in the bullpen. They will have to go to their depth here, and they will go with TJ Bone again. can't keep going with Eaton. So Bone against Duke. Got a good card against lefties. But a 4-4 against a righty will be a ground ball to third base. Mintkevich, a 3E41. Maybe he'll get lucky here and get on base by an error. And a 3 and a 4. Three and a 4 is a single. And then 14 on the E41. Right? E41? That's right. Well, 14 is not an error, but it is a single for Bone. So, let's see if this can lead to any positive stuff here for the Phillies. So Taguchi with Bone, he does not steal at all. That is a catch. Using a little different app here, and I may have to go back to Wirecast Go because this one is disconnecting me a couple times. Jason Worth, again the runner at first, 2 outs. Sure could use a home run from him. Against a righty, 6-10, and that's a fly ball to left. And that will be it for the Phillies, and they have to go to their bullpen. Is it back now? I hope it's back. If it's back, let me know. Well, it's a little flaky. It's the way I'm going to have to do something different next time. The other one, all it does, the other app, all it does is just cut it short. This one is acting like a jerk, so. Now maybe I need to check and see if there's another update, because sometimes they put these things out and then they have to immediately put out another update because they've, they haven't covered every flaw or whatever you call it. All right, so Eaton is done. 4 innings, 6 earned runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. So quality start there for him, not really. Clay Condrey will be your pitcher now. He'll face Ryan Dummett against a lefty. 5-5 ground ball to first. That'll be Utley playing first here, and I think this is the first time he's played it all season. Xavier Nady, 1 for 2. And a 5-9 against a righty strikes him out. Adam LaRoche, 2 for 2, homer and single. 4-10 against a lefty. Ground ball to first, and Condrey does what Eaton cannot do, and that's get a 1-2-3 inning. So through 5, it is 6-1 Pittsburgh in control. Hi, Mark Russell. Again, apologies for the stream being a little wonky here at times. Trying my best. Just trying something out, and not necessarily a better option. So Duke, through 5, he will face Chase Utley to lead off here in the 6th. 1-6, strikes him out. I think that's his 5th strikeout. He hasn't had one since the 3rd inning, but gets one there. Pat Burrell, 0 for 2. Gone a little cold here of late. 6-7. That'll be a single. So they seem to get that single, but they can't string them together here. Chris Coast. One 9 strikes him out. Number 6 for Zach Duke. There's Pedro Feliz now coming to the plate. Not holding Burrell on base. Here is the pitch. 6-9 against a righty. 1-16 single. And they do get a single out of it. First and second now with 2 down. Phillies sure could use a bit of a run here. I'll tell you, they could definitely use a run. Pedro Feliz Navidad, that's right. Here is Eric Bruntlett. He homered in the second, but unfortunately for the Phillies, nobody was on when he did it. So, first and second, 2 outs. And a 2-9. Ground ball to short. Goes the short way. And the inning... Well, the Phillies' half of the inning is over, and they are snake bit with runners in scoring position. I guess snake bitten is probably the better English. Bottom of the 6th. Condrey back out. So Mintkevich 0 for 2. Against a lefty, 6-9, 1-3 home run. This, weak power, so no home run chance here for Mintkevich. 1-3 would be a single. The rest are doubles, and well, that's a fortunate roll for the Phillies. That is a single on the 2. Brian Bixler now. He's going to try to lay down a bunt here. Mintkevich doesn't steal, so hit and run is not a great chance, but he'll try to bunt. They're not expecting it. C, bunter. C6, that means defense. Show you here. C6 is defense, which means that they can go to second with Mintkevich at 1-10. Throw out the lead runner. Compute the lead runner's safe range as running speed -4, so 10, that's 6, plus the fielder's rating. So second baseman is Harmon, a 3. So it's a 1-9 chance. They are going to take that opportunity. They need to try and keep runners out of scoring position. They will try to get the lead runner here. 1-9, and he would be safe. Otherwise, he is out. And he is safe. Fielder's choice. And that's not so good managing there by the Phillies manager. So Zach Duke will be up looking to bunt. He is a D. He will turn into an E bunter because they're going to play with the infield in looking for it. And a 9, E9. It's 1-2. They will continue to have him bunt away here. 4, E4, and that is a good sacrifice. And that'll be a sack, 6-3. Second and third, 1 out. McLouth. Condrey is going to put him on. Going to pitch around and put him on, and that'll give Freddie Sanchez a chance to potentially, you could try squeeze bunting. They could do that, or they could swing away here. Not a great chance at double play, but they're going to play the infield in, so make him a C bunter. And going to go ahead and let him swing away here. Infield in. 5-8 against a righty. Ground ball to shortstop A. With the infield in, that means that you come home with it. Bases loaded. Ground ball A, infield in. Batter. Oh, wow. There we go. That is shortstop, ground ball A, right? 5-8. Ground ball, shortstop A. Ground ball A, bases loaded, infield in. Batter out, runner on third out, double play. That is, doggone it, that is exactly what the Phillies needed. So it will be 5-2, and actually what we could just say is 5-2-3. Phillies get out of that. So no runs. Condrey living dangerously, but somehow they are able to squeeze their way. Not squeeze their way, but squeeze in a way that's get out of it, wiggle out of it. I guess maybe that's it. Tribe fan says final for Milwaukee. His Indians go down 5-1. They're 40-80 after 120. I'll tell you what. That, I said it before, but I'll just expand here for a second. That is awesome. I mean, he's taking a team that he knows is probably going to struggle, and he has gone 120 games with them. So, you got to take your hat off to that right there. I mean, that is some dedication. I mean, you see, if you've watched these videos for a while of mine, you'll see how frustrating it can get when things sort of snowball on you. And this is another game where they're starting to snowball. So, good job, Tribe fan. And I'm sure there are lots of others out there who do these types of things that have had similar experiences. But I'll tell you what, any others of you who have, comment. And, I mean, I'll tip my cap to you every day because that's some good stuff. Harmon, top of the 7th. Still 6-1, 2-6. Ground ball right back to Duke. And so they will pinch hit with Carlos Ruiz now for Condrey. If they didn't have many pinch hitters left with Condrey in there, you'd say it's a quandary with Condrey whether to hit him or not. And now you have a quandary whether to hit me. So Carlos Ruiz with 1 out. 3-5. And a double for Ruiz. So that's seems like every hit they get is with 1 out, which kind of hurts them a bit. Rascal Flats. I miss Mayberry, sitting on the porch drinking ice cold cherry Coke. Sorry, I will stop. So Taguchi. Duke is a 6-inning weakness guy, so if he gives up another hit or walk, he will be in trouble here. So Taguchi with runner at second and 1 out. Philly sure could use some kind of a break here. 6-6 against a righty, and this is the type of break they need. 6-6. 1-3 triple. 4-20 double. This will get a run home. And it's a 1. So that is a triple for Taguchi. Wow, that's Taguchi's 1 triple on the year, eh? And that's going to score Ruiz from second base. And that is going to make it 6-2. Their Life is a Highway song. The Pirates are going to have to go to their bullpen. That's a good cover of Tommy Cochran, I think is his name. So with Worth coming up, they will have to go to a right-hander here in the 7th. They will go with Tyler Yates. So Duke duked it out, and he's leaving with a 4-run lead. With he's responsible for Taguchi. Taguchi with a 2-for-4 day, pretty good there for him. 6 1/3 innings for Duke. So they will go with Yates. Okie dokie. 1 out. Runner at third. It'll be Jason Worth against the righty Tyler Yates. 2 on the D20 means we check the balk, no balk rating, so we re-roll. Again, they're going to play with the infield back. They're going to let them score from third if they can get an out. Against a righty, 5-7, strikes him out. 2 outs now. It's going to bring up Chase Utley. And the Pirates will again go to their bullpen here. And they're going to match up with Utley. It's going to be Damaso Marte. So Yates, he faces Worth and keeps Taguchi at third. Now here is Utley against Marte. Of course, the Pirates have another Marte on their team now, but here is Utley. He's not on their team right now. He's suspended. But here's Utley with a runner at third and 2 outs. They need a base hit. Against a lefty, 6-5. Oh my goodness. Could it be 1-5, a home run for Utley? 6-20 will be a double. And that is exactly what it is, as a double. And that brings in Taguchi, and it is now 6-3. And that brings up Pat Burrell. And they're going to have Coast come out in the on-deck circle. Gives who is it, Russell? I think it's Russell. He has to think about who he's going to bring out here. Is he going to go with, because he knows that Ryan Howard is available. He hasn't hit very well he didn't hit very well in real life so far, but they will, I guess they're going to stick with 2 outs. They will stick with Marte here against Burrell. Runner at second, 2 outs, and the pitch. 1 on the D20. We check wild pitch, 1-4. Does not get 1-4. So, give it another roll here for Burrell. 2 outs. Against a righty, 5-7, and that's a fly ball to right. That will end the inning. So they take a chance there with Marte against Burrell, but Burrell is not able to get a hold of that. And they do pick up 2 runs, 6-3, and they have to bring in a pitcher. Thinking that what they would do here. Now they can leave Coast in. They will. So it's going to be Bay, Dumet, and Nady. They will go with Rudy Cianez. hold on. Did CNS go? He only went a third of an inning. Sorry, I said a tenth. Kind of stupid idiot am I for saying that. Condry went 8 batters faced. So we're going to put a Y here for CNS. And he will go in the 9 hole. So bottom of the 7th, CNS will work an inning here most likely. Start off with Jason Bay. 1 for 2, a home run, a walk, scored twice, 2 RBIs. 5-4 against a righty. Fly ball to center field X. Jason Worth, 3E3. 3 and a 2. When it rains, it pours. That'll be a double. Double for Bay. And Ryan Dumit now with Bay at second. And a 2 on the D20. We have a 6, so that means a potential passed ball. Coast 0 passed ball rating. Let's re-roll. 5-11, batting from the left side. Ground ball to first base X. That is Utley, 3E22. And 15 means he will get to it now. What does the E22 say in coupled up with a 14? He said that's a 1 base error, so everybody's going to move up 1. E3. First and third, nobody out. They're going to play the infield in here for Xavier Nady. 3-10. Ground ball to third base A. The runner holds on that, and that will be a what did I say that was? 3-10. Third base A. That'll be a 5-3. Dumit goes to second base. Brings up Adam LaRoche with Mintkevich on deck. They're going to walk LaRoche intentionally. So here is Mintkevich. Bases loaded again. Infield in. Love to get Mintkevich into that ground ball A again. 1-7. 1-7. A fly ball to... Oh, boy. Oh, there's only 1 out. Hi, Mike McAllister. There's only 1 out, so that is still a center field B. They are going... So, let's see. Center fielder is Worth. -2 arm. That helps. Bay is at third. 13. 14, 15 because he's on third. So 1 to 13 chance. They're going to throw home and try to get him. They have to try and, on this fly ball center field B question mark, they need to try and gun him out at home and keep this within 3 runs. 1 to 13, he's safe. Above, he will be out. Oh, and it's a 12. He is safe. And they did not send the runner from second, but that'll be a sac fly to center field. RBI for Mintkevich, and now 7-3. CNS gives up a run here. And there's still... that's an unearned run for CNS, though. So, Bixler with 2 outs. I showed you Mintkevich's card again. First and second, 2 outs. Bixler. 2-7. Pop-up to Bruntlett. But they tack on that run, and it's 7-3. Let's see. Marte. How much did he pitch? He pitched 2 batters. What kind of people do they have here? What is it? Whole lot of nothing on that card. That's right, Bob. They got Bautista at third. I I don't know, does Minkiewicz play short? He's a corner guy. I can't see him. Plays corner outfield, but they don't trust him at short. Let's see, what other shortstops do they have here? Chris Gomez, Luis Rivas. Well, let's see. Rivas is the best E guy. They are going to... you know what? They don't need a double switch. They could just go with... they're going to bring in Frankellis Osoria. Actually, I'm not 100% sure who their setup guy really is. Like, maybe it's Graybo. Caps is the guy who closes them out. But they don't really need a setup guy. They're going to go with Osoria here and see if maybe he can give them two. That would be... so, you know what? If they're gonna see if he can give them two, then they are going to bring in Rivas and have him play short. So we will put A here. Joaquin. No, they do not have him. This is the 2008 season, so I don't. These are the exact rosters that they had available to them that day. So I'm doing the best I can with. So it's going to be shortstop in the 8th, and so then they will go with X. Will be Osoria. Kind of a long reliever. Marte got to a third of an inning. Actually, I was... Yeah, so we got 6.1, 0.1, 0.1. So that's a full inning. All right. This takes a little bit of time here when you have to count for the pitcher. So they will hit with Rivas leading off there in the bottom of the 8th. And the Phillies will lead off with Coast against Osoria. And because they didn't bring Ruiz in, well, we're saving the lefties for the. Oh, you mean the lefties in for the Phillies? I guess, yeah. So I mean they have Caps as their closer. So you got lefty hitters. I got you. Yeah, you have Jenkins. You know what the trouble is now is that we used Ruiz to start. So we're going to have to stick with Coast, but then you can go Dobbs, Feliz, and that's what we will do. But first we'll go with Coast to lead off because he is still in the game, and they don't have another catcher available to them. 4-7 against a righty, and that's a single. So that's a good start. Feliz will come out. They will bring in Greg Dobbs. And he'll play third if all goes well. Actually, he'll play third anyway, but what am I saying? Even if it doesn't go well. Greg Dobbs, a good card against righties, and here's the pitch. 5-9 against a lefty. Shortstop X. There is Rivas, a 4. Coast, they were not going to have to hold on, so Rivas is a 4. I should have written down his a 4 E40. He's right on top. That's good. 4 and 15 is a G2. They won't, but let's see, a total of 6 on the E40. That could be trouble. No. Gets away with it. That will be a 6-4 fielder's choice. So that brings up Bruntlett. Not many options for the Phillies at short. They're going to have to stick with Bruntlett here. Not a good card. what they can do is pinch hit for Harmon with Ryan Howard. And that is a 6-8 against a righty. And that is a double for Bruntlett. Dobbs. Dobbs as a runner is a 12. So that's a double to center. McLeod is a -1 arm. Not being held on means that would be 12-13, and then -1, 12. 1 to 12 chance. With one out, you don't go home there. You let Ryan Howard come in here for Harmon and try to do some damage. And the question is, how long would the Pirates allow Osorio to do his damage here? They pulled a double switch here, so they didn't have to do that. And they're going to go... They will bring in John Grabo here to face Howard, so they are not going to let Osorio... No, he is not available. No Kent Colby, no... I'm trying to think of who else. I don't remember a lot of the Pirates... Cartrashians. 3 guys. Alright, so we are going to go with Grabo. Trying to match up with Howard here, and then you got the you'll have Jenkins come in for the pitcher. So second and third, 1 out. Oh, you know what they could do? You know what they're going to do? They've got to intentionally walk Howard, take the bat right out of his hands. So that means that your last option off the bench is Jeff Jenkins. So bases are loaded with 1 out. And this is the tying run at the plate. Jenkins not a home run hitter against a lefty, so... and I am running out of room here. So, yeah, he'll be the next guy up. Last guy up. As far as pinch hitters go, against a lefty here, Jeff Jenkins. Bases loaded. They're going to play the infield back, looking for 2. And the pitch. He could use he could use a pitcher's card roll, and I don't think he's going to get a 110. Ground ball to second base, C. Bases loaded. C, that's a 7. Batter safe. Lead runner is out. Other runners advance at base. So they will give Taguchi a chance. Fielder's choice. It's going to be... that was 110. That's second base. It'll be a 4-2 put out. And now with 2 outs, bases loaded, they will play... Oh, wait, I said the infield was back, didn't I? Wait a second. I said the infield was back. Second base C, if the infield's back, that means a run scores. Sorry, I'm so used to doing things a certain way. I almost cost them a run here. This is going to be an RBI for Jenkins. 4-3 for the second out. In to score comes Dobbs. And it's now 7-4. And the Pirates will get Matt Capps warming up because it's now a save situation. So Taguchi. Grabo in. 2 outs. Second and third. against a righty, 5-7, strikes him out. And so that'll be it for the 8th for the Phillies. Graybo does end up conceding the run there, but that's only one, and it's now 7-4. As I said, a save situation. Now they did pinch hit for Cienez. Who's coming up here? They've got the pitcher spot. And let's see, it's righty. They got lefties and righties coming out of the. They are going to go with J.C. Romero here. So Cienez pitched an inning. So with the lefty coming out, they're going to go with a righty, of course. And they will go with, why not, Joey Bats. Give him the old shot here to... Or wait, no, we don't do that. Never mind. I messed up. What am I saying? Rivas. We brought him in a double switch, so... that wouldn't have been good. So, Rivas, they could bring in Bautista, but, well, not really, because they need the shortstop. Rivas against Romero. I didn't need to roll the D20. 6-8 against a righty. Walks him. Nate McLouth. Rivas has a little bit of speed here. And Romero doesn't hold anybody on. They're going to have to... Doesn't hold well. They're going to have to hold Rivas on. They'll try to get a lead. They have that advantage since they're in the lead here. And a 7 means he has to go. 15 plus 5 is 20. And then minus 2 is 18. 1 to 18 chance he'll take second. And that is a stolen base. So McLouth, lefty-lefty matchup here. They could have thought about bringing in Niger Morgan. 5-7 against a lefty. Another walk. Didn't need to steal, but they get credit for it anyways. Freddie Sanchez. They're going to expect him to bunt, and he will bunt, so a C bunter. C5. C5, that is a sacrifice. And that is a 1-4. Brings up Jason Bay with runners at second and third, and say, I don't know as Romero would want any part of him. I think they're going to... Doesn't matter. It's righty and then a switch hitter. They're going to go ahead and intentionally walk him to set up the force at home. So it'll be Ryan Dumit here. Base is loaded. They're playing the infield in against Romero. This is Romero's game to blow up. 2 on the D20 with a 3 means pass, or means balk. 1 to 5, we re-roll. If it's 1 to 5, he'll balk home a run. It's a 6, so he does not balk home a run. So here's Dumit again. 1-3. Ballpark home run chance for a lefty. Wait, no, he's batting from the right side, so he needs a 1 on the D20 for that. Otherwise, it will be a fly ball to left field B, and the run will score anyway. But no grand slam there. But that will be a sac fly Burrell's direction. In to score comes Rivas, and they will hold the runners there at second and third. So 2 outs. Another insurance run. Now here is Xavier Nady. First and second, 2 outs. 5-4 against a righty. Catcher X. Coast 4E5. 4 and a 6. Potential passed ball with a 10 on the E5. So we go off of the wild pitch rating for the pitcher when you go on the passed ball on that chart. So 1 to 7, it's a 12. So that will just be a. Did I say pop out or foul out? I gotta double check this. It's a pop out, and that will end the inning. So they're gonna go to the top of the 9th. It's not a save situation anymore. They can have Caps sit his rear end back down. And let's see, Grabo pitched to 2 guys, and I think they're going to, you know what, they're going to just send Caps in there anyway. Why mess around here? Grabo face 3. So we're going to top of the 9th. It is 8-4. Not a save situation, but they are going to go with Caps to try and keep this from getting any worse. So they'll face Jason Worth. Against a righty, 6-7. 1 to 9 would be a single. But it's going to be a line out to second for the first out. Caught by Sanchez. Chase Utley. Don't need the D20. 1-9. Fly ball to center field for the second out. And last chance will be Pat the Bat Burrell. 1 for 4 on the night. 2-8. And he hits a ground ball to Rivas, who picks it up, throws to first, and that will be your ball game here. The Phillies have gone a little bit dormant here. They are going to lose this game by a score of 8-4. You're always going to have that chance when you've got a guy like Adam Eaton throwing out there for you. Just a not a very good starter, and he shows that they're giving up 6 earned runs in 4 innings pitched, and he'll take the loss. The win will go to Zach Duke, who goes 6 1/3 innings. He does give up 3 earned runs in that process, but all in all, a good outing from him. No save because it was a 4-run lead. So I'll turn it around here and close this out. Your player of the game is Jason Bay, 2 for 4. 3 runs scored, 2 RBI, home run, a double. Another good game, Adam LaRoche and Ryan Dumit as well. You got Dumit 4 RBIs, so maybe he should be the player of the game. He had a 3-run homer and a sacrifice fly in the 8th to tack one on there. So good game there for the Pirates, not so much for the Phils. They are missing Jimmy Rollins and Shane Victorino mightily. They'll get Victorino back in a few games. It'll be the middle of May, so this is April 25th. I think they get him back maybe May 1st, Victorino. And Rollins will be the middle of May. So it's going to be tough scratching it out here. But they'll have to try. And I think the next game the Pirates have Matt Morris going, who his numbers were not all that great. So maybe they'll get a chance to turn the tide here and get back to winning. So thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know how you like this particular setup. Seem to have its flaws, but everything does. I agree, Bob, and I appreciate seeing you in here. I like seeing new faces. I'm not sure if I've ever seen you in the room here, unless you changed your name recently. But like I said, it's good to see newer people and old faces. So yeah, welcome, and you're welcome to come back whenever there's a game going on here. Obviously, we have two different Earls on this channel. That's such a strange freak of nature that we're both named Earl. But he goes by Tabletop Earl because he started this channel, and I go by Tenacious Earl because that's what I called my 10-team league that's currently on a bit of a hiatus, just a short one. But I wanted to get back into this Phillies replay, and they have greeted me with a 2-game losing streak here, and that makes it kind of tough once that happens. But we will keep plodding along and hoping that these Phillies turn it around here next game. So we'll see the next game. It'll be against the Pirates, game 2 of this 3-game series, which finishes out the Phillies road trip. They'll be heading back home, and they sure could use some Citizens Bank Park cooking. So, all right, guys, I'm going to sign out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're just putting out lots of good content here. I consider it good. I don't know if you do, but I like it. If you like the videos, like them. That helps get them into, YouTube's mix as far as promoting things to people. And we just trying to spread the word about all tabletop sports games, whether it's baseball or whatever. We tend to focus on baseball because that's what we like, but we got lots of guys into football and hockey and basketball and even golf and all that stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody. And Strat on. Phillies lose by a score of 8-4, and their record drops to 11-13.